let me know if you can hear me now. It says it should be coming in here now. Okay, cool. Alrighty, awesome. Alrighty. So we had quite a bit of interesting FOMC session yesterday, to say the least. FOMC finally woke up from the dead and decided to deliver on a great volatile session. So let's just go over a little bit about what happened yesterday, and then we can kind of delve into um, what here now. So yesterday, after FOMC or before FOMC, right, we already had kind of started to sell off through our balance range, and we had sold below 74.18, all the way down into 73.74. So we got a very nice sell yesterday. Um, and then prior to FOMC, we were right back at 74.18. We had put in a pretty long kind of fail and reclaim of this area, and we were able to get back into it by FOMC time, and then FOMC momentum really helped us get back up to backtest 74.74, which sellers did exactly, and then that back test got slapped back down. So sellers responded yesterday exactly where they needed to after letting 74.18 reclaim. They let the back test happen of 74, smacked it back down through 74.18 this time pretty easily, and we sold off basically over, let's see, what is it, 160 something points within the afternoon, by the end of FOMC into the close. So a really nice sell there. Pretty textbook A plus elevator sell down. So we got into 73.24. Now 73.24 actually ended up being interesting because we had a macro failed breakdown here by 1 point. We had a June 11th macro low at 73.25. We lost it by a point, swept it, put in a nice textbook failed breakdown, and then off we went. And right before the close, it triggered the 5 p.m. close. It triggered, and it gave a couple of levels, but really the big sort of momentum actually came in the evening session. As soon as we opened at 6 p.m., that first opening, 30-minute block or so was really where the momentum really, really came in very nicely. And we ended up getting a very, very nice momentum push up, back up through the levels. And so now, where that leaves us at today, is we are going to most likely go to back test 74.18 again. So that's still, again, bulls will have to overcome and reclaim this to get back some really good interim control again. Sellers are going to want to back test 74.18. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, expected that probably on this first back test up, it's going to get smacked back down. But we'll see if bulls can respond and potentially put in a higher low here and reclaim this later today. And if they are able to, then it puts us back into this balance range, and we can target the mid pivot of the range, and then eventually the highs of the range. So that is what's on the agenda for today. We will see if bulls are able to reclaim 74.18 and trend higher. If not, sellers should be able to put in a back test slap here and head us back down. In terms of new trades, the best trade on the table will be failed breakdown of 73.24. That's going to be a nice double dip failed breakdown of the macro failed breakdown now, and the local structure here. It's a very nice significant low. The other one that's a little bit of a newer structure, that you could eye if you are looking for a trade, is the failed breakdown here, 73.52. That is the overnight low from last night. That is also now a significant low that you could watch. It only caution could be this may be in the middle of a new range where you may be forming here now, from 73.24 to 74.18. That's the only cautious sign. But if it is a good field breakdown here where we sweep it nicely and get back up with good momentum, definitely nothing wrong with that. It is definitely a valid trade. So that is the lookout and agenda for today, guys. As always, we'll talk more in the Discord and kind of walk through what we need to do today. Overall, yesterday I think we managed FOMC quite well. It seems like everyone in the Discord managed it really well, so that's awesome to see. Those days are definitely the trickiest of days. So if you can manage those days quite well, everything else should be much, much easier and much more straightforward. So we'll take it from there and catch you guys in the Discord, guys. Talk to you later.